today?
Good.
Good. So, I just wanted to call you in today so I could see, catch up. We haven't seen each other in a while, and I just wanted to see how, school's going for you.
It's going good. I'm a little stressed out that finals are coming up. A lot of studying and work to get turned in.
Yeah.
But other than that, it's going good.
Yeah. So, feeling okay academically? So, how's volleyball?
It's good. It's a little hard, getting home late at 6 o'clock and then having to eat dinner, take a shower, and then starting homework like at 7:30, and I'm exhausted every day. And then we have games that usually go to about 8:30. So it's a little hard, especially with the AP class, to stay on top and get everything done.
But are you enjoying it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's fun. It's going good.
So yeah, just everything's okay. Well, so I wanted to see how you were handling everything. How was juggling school and volleyball, and I know you're in Health Institute, and you also have a very rigorous course, like a bunch of rigorous classes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to see, how you were doing juggling with all of that.
Most of my classes are going good. AP Bio is good. We just did a test, and I don't know how I did on it. A little stressed about that. History, we have a project coming up, but our teacher hasn't been the best at explaining what the project is about and what to do in it. So me and my partner kind of have to figure out what she wants. Other than that, it's been going good.
So really the only stressful thing you have right now is finals and trying to figure out your history class project.
Because that project is our final too, and it's worth a lot of points.
It is.
And I have the algebra final too, and I'm not the best at math. It's a little hard because our teacher is just learning how to teach algebra 2, because he usually just teaches algebra, I think 1 and just geometry. And this is his first year teaching algebra 2, so like he says, he's still learning it too, so class is a little slow. And then, so we got a final coming up in that class, which I really have to study for, because math isn't my strength, it's one of my weaknesses. And mainly my other classes are going good. Yeah, just history, I just got that project due, and
good. Okay. So nothing out of the ordinary, just regular getting stuff done for finals, working on projects, type stuff. Okay, well good. Well, today what I wanted to do, I just wanted to, check up, see how you were doing, how you were managing everything. But I also wanted to bring you here today, okay. So I know you have multiple classes going on, and you only really have 2 that are not as strenuous. But I still know that those, your photo design requires a lot from you.
even ASB.
Yeah, ASB too. I mean, you help set up rallies and.
Well, actually, I couldn't because of volleyball, and I'd be so tired. And one time I was supposed to help set up for a rally the night before, and we had a volleyball game that night, and I had homework to do. So even my parents wanted me to go home and do homework, and I did. So I didn't stay and help set up for the rally, and that brought my grade down to D, not helping out.
Oh, so really?
Yeah. So when I don't help, it brings your grade down a lot.
Okay. Well, what I want to do here is I want to, make improvements in areas that can be improved in your personal, your academic, your social life. So like finding those holes and trying to bridge them. Trying to improve your overall daily management. Okay. So I have a strengths and weaknesses sheet right here, and it's already set up. It's a chart where you list your strengths and weaknesses. So, and these are, you know, your strengths and weaknesses in your overall daily functioning. So, or inabilities. So, you know, strengths could be, like for me, one of my strengths is being organized. I'm very organized, especially when I'm working online with homework or work. I have due dates, I have alarms set, I have reminders set up. You know, I'm really good at note taking, and, you know, taking down the right notes, instead of writing down every little thing. And then a weakness. So, aside from being organized, one of my weaknesses is I'm really bad at managing, you know, eating 3 meals a day. You know, sometimes I only have breakfast and dinner, and a lot of times during the middle of the day, I don't eat or snack, and then I get really tired. And I notice I get really tired as soon as, especially 3 o'clock hits. And I know part of it is probably due to not having enough energy and eating properly. So that is a weakness of mine, you know, and of course not having energy can, you know, affect all areas when I get home.
Yeah.
So I'm going to give you a few minutes. Go ahead and fill this out, just the strengths and weaknesses. Okay, great. Okay, so what I want you to do is let's go through, and I'm glad that you have just as many strengths as you do weaknesses. Hopefully we can, you know, chop down a little bit at the weaknesses, but a lot of people don't see their strengths, they only see their weaknesses, so I'm glad you have some strengths. So actually let's start with weaknesses, or you know, let's start with strengths. So go ahead and explain to me your strengths, what you listed down.
I listed, my first one was being organized. I'm really good keeping all my papers organized and writing down everything, like all my homework. I have a binder and I have all my classes, each tab. I always have to put the whole bunch of papers and put them in the right place unless it like bothers me. Like I like being organized like that. Open-minded, just always thinking about everything, and also like with social, like being open-minded, like with people too, you know, thinking of others. Sports, I love playing sports. I've always been athletic since I was little.
Good, yeah.
Thoughtful, always thoughtful of others, you know, thinking like what they, you know, how I would treat them like how I would be treated. Eating 3 meals, because I love eating. And I always take lunch to school. I always have to have lunch at school or I'll be like starving. And science, I love science.
Good, I really like those strengths. I like how you added some personality traits in there. That are strengths, you know, being open-minded is great. You know, you're able to get along and see people as for who they are and see things for how they are. So great, I really like those. They touch on just about all aspects of, you know, not just academically. I mean, you have your personally, socially, you know, what you're really good at, and as far as the subject goes, you know, I like those. So go ahead and now explain your weaknesses.
I have a hard time taking notes because I have a hard time pointing out what to actually write down, because like when I take notes, I want to write down every single little thing because I don't want to miss anything. And I have a hard time, I write kind of messy, and I crumb my stuff together, and it's kind of like hard to read my notes after. Math, I hate math, and I suck at math.
I'm not good at math either.
Writing essays, I've always kind of had teachers that didn't really teach me how to write essays properly. Or just even like a constructed response or a little paragraph. I have trouble like writing those. Problem solving. I can't think of, like, when someone asks me a question or I have to figure something out, like, my brain will just go blank. Being creative. I have a hard time being creative. and paying attention. I'll like zone out sometimes in class.
Okay.
So
I think a lot of people,
especially at the end of the day.
yeah. Okay, well, good. I think you made a really great list for your first time. This is a good list to start with, and as we go on through the school year, you can add to this list. You can, when you have a weakness and you think you improved and it's now one of your strengths, you can cross it off the weakness list and add it to the strength.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a forever evolving list. So down here we have a solution section.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are what you're going to do to make the improvements that you've listed as a weakness.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with your note taking and your paying attention, because those two kind of go hand in hand when you're in class, because when you talked about it, you were talking more of an academic view.
Yeah.
So note taking and paying attention, how can we improve those in class?
Maybe like get advice from the teacher and ask, like what I really need to write down in notes. Like in our history class, she gives us a learning objective, and like our notes are supposed to like answer that learning objective. So maybe I can like really read the section and then go back and see what points answer the learning objectives.
Good. Mm-hmm.
For paying attention, probably just trying to, because you don't pay attention, I'll miss stuff, like important things, and I don't want to be the one who always asks the question again and she has to explain it again.
Mm-hmm.
So just try to pay attention, and that's another thing I forgot was
Good. Well, yeah, I'm glad you're adding. So what did you just add?
I added being lazy or too tired to do work.
Okay. So were you going to lead on to that with what you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, so go on.
So like I'll be too, like at the end of the day I'm like really tired. And plus with volleyball, every day I'm tired and exhausted from the day before, especially after game days, because we don't get done till like 8 o'clock, 8:30.
Mm-hmm.
And then being lazy and too tired. Again, volleyball is a big factor of that, because practice doesn't end until about 6, sometimes till past 6, and then I get home, I have to eat dinner, take a shower, and then do homework, which by that time like I'm exhausted and I'll like not want to do my homework. And
Yeah.
sometimes I won't do my homework, so I'll just be like way too tired to, or I'll be too tired to remember what to do.
Yeah. Okay, good. Now, I want you to explain to me how we can improve on the being lazy, the problem solving, and the note taking together.
The note taking, again, just asking, maybe like see other people's notes too, and see how they take notes, like that are in my class, and see what they do, and just get advice from other people. Paying attention, just trying to be like more awake, like motivate myself to really like pay attention.
So, do you think maybe the motivation has a lot to play with the paying attention?
Yeah.
Okay. So, those are really good things that you listed that she can do in class. And you talk about your history class a lot, so I'm guessing that
that's one of my stressful classes.
Okay. So go ahead right here and write those down on how you can improve. Not just in your history class. Obviously, you'll probably see the most improvement in your history class, but in all your classes, how you would improve those areas. Go on. Math and the writing.
Math, that's always been my weakness ever since elementary. I've never really liked math. and problem solving kind of goes with the math. You know, I find problem solving challenging to me, and also being like kind of creative too. Like I have a hard time, you know, like thinking of things and resolutions and stuff. Writing essays, I overthink and my mind will go blank, and like I won't know what to write, or I won't think of information that's important to write the essay, or won't be creative in the essay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna just tell you, I have the same problem. Math is not my forte. And writing essays, I think writing essays are always difficult. But these are two very important subjects, especially with your class schedule, and you're wanting to go to a university, a 4-year university after graduation. So you need help in your Algebra 2 class. And I think if you got help in the math, the problem solving would follow along with it. So how do you study for a math test right now?
YouTube.
You watch YouTube videos?
Yeah, and YouTube helps a lot. Just studying, trying to go over my notes.
So that's what you do currently?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you're getting a B in the class right now, right? How could you get the A?
Probably try harder, you know, ask the teacher for advice. But the problem is he's gone a lot. That's the one class I have subs a lot.
The Algebra 2 class? Okay.
Well, there are other math teachers on campus I could probably go ask advice for. I think they have a math tutorial after school.
They do. So maybe find the time to, because I think they have math tutorials Monday through Thursday. So maybe find the time to go see one of those math teachers would help. Especially if, you know, the teacher is not available. So that's a really good idea. Now, as far as writing essays go, how could we improve there? Now, are you talking about writing essays in your English class or just all your classes?
All classes.
All your classes. Okay. Are you particularly having a harder time in one class than the other with the writing essays?
English.
English.
Like we had a test online and you had to write an essay. So that was really hard because it was a grade too. Well, it's always a grade, but it was a test.
So it was a big grade.
Yeah.
Okay. So what part of the writing essays is difficult for you?
Just starting off the essay, and I think I have a hard time like introducing the topic.
Okay.
Like how to state the topic in the essay.
So beginning off the paper in the introduction. Yeah. Okay. Is that the only spot?
And basically just trying to talk about, you know, trying to get facts and evidence in and try to really explain those instead of just saying all three and then like have nothing to talk about, and think of like ideas to talk about those facts and evidence, and try to just get as much information as I can, because like a lot of times again I'll go blank and won't really know what to write.
So you're having a hard time transferring your thoughts?
Yeah.
Okay. So two biggest problems with writing essays, I'm just going to reiterate so I know, making sure I know what you're talking about. You're having a hard time starting off the essay, so maybe the first couple sentences in the introduction.
And like how I said, stating the topic.
And stating the topic, yes. Without it sounding too cliche, right? Yeah. Like I'm going to talk about medicine today, you know. Okay, And then the other part is you said putting your thoughts into a sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you do right now to write an essay? Do you do any planning or anything?
Not really anything.
Does Miss Madrigal, your English teacher, give you guys any advice on starting off an essay?
really. All we kind of done is just annotate stories, and right now we're reading the Great Gatsby.
Oh, okay.
But we haven't really written an essay yet. Just kind of constructive responses, and that's it, really.
Okay. Constructive responses are kind of like short essays.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And are you having the same problem in the constructive response?
Yeah, but I'd still like to be better at writing them,
Okay.
you know, because it takes me a while to write them, because I think of what to write so much, and I just want to be able to, you know, like, okay, this is what I'm going to write, and just write it down.
So how could we fix those areas?
Probably like take notes and brainstorm what to write about, and get
That's
as much,
a really good idea.
and just try to get as much evidence I can to write about.
So have you ever brainstormed before?
Yeah, but I haven't recently.
You haven't done it in a while?
No.
So you know how to brainstorm.
Yeah.
You just haven't done it in a long time. So brainstorming would definitely help at least get your thoughts down before you actually start to write them out or type them out.
Yeah.
So that would definitely help that part. But how could we help the introduction part?
Maybe just asking the teacher again advice, or looking at examples how other people state their topics in different ways, how I can.
Yeah, I would definitely think Ms. Madrigal could show you some maybe example papers or good websites that could help you steer you in the right direction. So yeah, those are great ideas that you could do to help helping improve your writing. Because I know I sometimes have that trouble too, is coming up with an introduction. So that's really good. Okay. So I don't want to do too many at the same time for you to practice. So what I want you to do is I want you to take what we talked about today on how you can improve these areas. And I want you to go home for a week and try to implement these as much as possible. Okay, try to do the new things of asking advice from your teachers, going to math tutorials, your note taking, asking others for help, and the paying attention, do those things that as much as you can, okay, and see what things, and notice what things maybe help you a lot, and maybe some things that didn't really help you at all, okay? So we'll do that, and then we'll meet up again maybe in a week and see how those are going. Okay, great. All right, thank you.